Hey, there's still a lot of people here from being 2 in the morning. Oh, it's 22. Hmm. Hey, lady.
The old woman still sits in her chair, continuing with her chores. As she does so, she quietly hums to herself. The buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of the ocean waves at night.
Okay. Just an old lady who hasn't sleep.
There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
You're still up?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older.
She slushes the water in the bucket around for a bit. Is that a fact?
My suggestion is don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind?
She smiled. Oh, well, I mean, I don't think I can help it, lady. What is the song you're humming?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
What is it called?
Surrender to the night.
She replies, slowly rocking back and forth.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Sounds nice, though.
Yes, it does.
She nods. I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you. But it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Sure. I mean, we're already in borrowed time in here. It's fine.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Volition. Volition is down for some washing cleaning.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Yeah, I'll wait. I mean,
Well,
Lieutenant's a little
hand it
tired. He
over
wants to...
then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
She nods, handing you the jacket back to you. We got a fan windbreaker. Ooh. Let's see what this has for us. Oh, it's really nice. Found windbreaker. Paint 1 to paint threshold. Element proof 1 to half lights. Always hot. -1 drama. Make you sweat like a pig. This windbreaker is like a protective cocoon, placing the wearer's torso into a pocket universe where wind, water, dirt, and fire cannot harm them. Huge writing, 100% synthetic, is proudly displayed on the chest. It lets absolutely no air though. Warning, item not actually fireproof. Yeah, okay. 23, huh? It's a little late. She's still there. How about we try to go for a day before we try to go to sleep? Let's see. How are my chances with her right now? Now that we know the coast.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
She needs to go on a date with another drunk. No, she probably no. That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Point to the sunken vehicle.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
An official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that, ma'am.
That's great. Until then, you should maybe start thinking about the funeral.
The woman glances towards the wreckage again. The funeral?
Sire, she doth not believe it wasn't you.
You are suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all.
I don't think they have funeral for motor carriage. What an odd thought. I mean, maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Huh. I like this lady, actually.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers.
Alright.
Cool now.
Alright, I'm in. But organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it? I don't get attached Definitely not two things. I do not get it. That's a lie, and that's a lie. I'm the same. When something is very very valuable to me, I'm very attached to it. But it's rare. It's rare. All right, I mean, organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort.
Oh, yeah. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
Well, that's what I was already doing.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
The lieutenant looks at you sympathetically. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities like rejuvenate the dump commercial area or.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
The lieutenant looks at you almost gently.
You like the Capri funeral idea?
Well, we didn't get a lot from that, but
Wow. So someone's been a little boring.
excuse me?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
Okay, first of all, I like brown. I like standards. I'm trying to do my job. No need for extravagance. And I'm not boring. If anything, I'm driving Kim insane. What do you mean? I was like, oh, funeral? I probably should. I was like, oh, I wish we could do more stupid things around. How is that the boring answer? What is this? Picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns.
No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal. A very standard appeal.
Kim, am I boring?
You? I wouldn't worry about it.
He looks at you. He will be the least person to call me boring.
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown. He doesn't even want to talk to you about it.
Look, I'm just trying to do my fucking job.
Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's coppo type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait. This will be my Copo type now?
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
What? Racism? No thanks. Yeah, no need. Let's keep that announcement on standby for now. Option out.
Good. Of course. To outright declare yourself something does seem a bit too interesting now, doesn't it? I won't trouble you.
Okay, that was fairly easy. I'm like, I'm not boring. And the game was like, okay. I guess that's fair. Okay. We need some. Do I have points? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I got endurance. I'm close to it though. Oh, I really think we could level up. I do think I accidentally put way too many points in endurance, and now if I fail the stupid body again after having compressed my shit and stuff, I will still need it. Suggestion I could use more of, probably. Alright, let's get some stuff. What does it have suggestion? We want to go on a date. I still don't want to get rid of Kim. What does have suggestions? Spiritual corpse, half-life. Alright, apparently this has suggestions for some reason. That's it? That's all I get?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down
27.
Soon.
Oh my god, that is not
Wind
really
is
all that
turning
great.
southeast. What's in your mind, officer?
Okay, this might hurt, but I'm gonna try. Key Princess makes it awkward.
You think she
We
really
pass!
needs more of that after a man died at sea?
We pass! Hey, that was a lucky roll. Thank you, game. You think I really need more of that after her man died at sea? But what do I do then?
What if I told you it is actually possible to go on a date sober?
Get out of here with your crazy French stories. What you're suggesting is highly experimental, possibly dangerous.
Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober. Acknowledge the situation and keep it basic.
That sounds really nice. I wish we come back to those times. Well, not really. I mean, I would like to add some of those elements to today, and I'm pretty sure they still exist. I'm a drunk. Don't know if you noticed, so I usually ask people to drink with me.
I have, and I don't really.
She hesitates.
You just want to go for a walk. What kind of a monster doesn't want to go for a walk? Walks are innocent.
Walks are a great way to clear your mind, having a conversation. This time, though, imitates a drum roll. I thought I'd ask you for a walk.
Just a walk? I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator.
I am. That's why you should definitely agree.
Where would this walk take us, officer?
She thinking, eyes mapping your rugged features.
Nothing creepy, strange, or out there. Keep it airy and simple.
Well, there's a nice view on the beach I found. For northwest. Land's End.
Officer, I thought we had a walk of our own in mind. One that results in a solved murder investigation.
This is why Kim, shut the fuck up. The lieutenant has discreetly taken a few steps back.
Oh no. You, come with us. Seriously, I insist.
She smiled at the lieutenant and turned back to you.
You need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking. That's it. Understood?
Understood.
Having the lieutenant along is a fail-safe measure against any possible funny business.
Smile and nod.
I guess I can come along for a quick stroll. I mean, if the ma'am insists, of course.
The lieutenant looks at you apologetically.
I'm really sorry.
You fucking cock blocker. It's okay, Kim. Don't worry.
I do, yes. Stroll on the beach sounds nice, doesn't it? All right, I'll see the kids haven't killed each other and we'll meet at Land's End in 15 minutes?
She doesn't
All right.
wait for an answer. You better.
I mean, it's already 11:16. It's already pretty late, so they should probably be sleeping anyway. While mom goes on a very hot non-date. Meet Lillian at Land's End. Alright, well, I think that was pretty nice. I'm gonna put something else now. What's a not conceptualization? We have a lot of conceptualization. Logic, composure, and just the RCN Commander Jack. I don't think we're gonna need Spirit Corp and Visual Calculus to a day. Shivers maybe. Minus empathy, nah. I wish you can. I wish you had this little clothes a little more organized, so you know what goes on jacket, what's a shirt, what's up. I mean, pants, glasses, all that stuff is obvious, but some of the jacket and shirt can be a little confusing, just a little bit. Put the jacket. Drama and electric. You know what? That's fine. Whatever. I don't think one point or another in something or something else is gonna matter that much. We're just going in a non-date anyway. Should I be presentable? Sure, but it's not that big of a deal. Alright? Am I right? This is the first walk, and especially sober walk, I done. So should be fine. Now that I'm a new human, you know, a pre-day, a workout day, a workout date, you know, of sorts, shall be fine. Did I check this? I forgot.
Nothing has changed.
Right. Yeah. Okay. It's just been a few days since I played this game, so kind of forgot. There we go. Hey. The relay tower coordinates boat traffic in the bay. Barely. A lot of weird noises.
The woman gazes steadily at the waves. A sudden gust picks up her dark hair and lets it fall again. Tousled, wild. She brushes a few stray locks from her eyes, and only then spots you approaching.
Aye, so here you are. It's late and the sun is going down. It'll be dark
It's already
soon.
been down for a long time.
If we stay here long enough, we will be joined by a cortege of drunks and teenagers. Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot. That is not going to happen here today. I just want to make that clear, Dimples.
Oh, you made it plenty clear already. It hurts every time, but I respect you, and I agree to the terms. She turns to face the sea once more.
Her thoughts are still elsewhere, with distances across the water, and with the water itself. Across the rusty water, that's La Delta, the financial district. In the mist-covered distance, towers rise as a rebuke to the poverty of this coast.
I'm not gonna acknowledge Kim's presence here. Look at her. You seem surprised that I made it.
Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments.
I'm just trying to be a responsible grown-up.
So this is what this is. Responsible.
I mean,
Maybe it is. Maybe you'll have a revelation and crack whatever you're on.
hey, having a normal day between two adults. Well, I mean, just a walk. I mean, we're not walking. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Do I sound nervous? You know what I mean. This is plenty responsible thing to do. Yeah, this is a good influence on me.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
Her laughter is throaty and warm. It rhymes with the sunlit waves and the cries of the gulls. She nods to you, a playful glint in her eyes. As she turns to face the sun, reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay, you cannot help following her steady gaze. You should say something, anything. Maybe the tequila sunset thing.
You know, a past incarnation of myself called himself Tequila Sunset. I wonder why that is.
It's a common Revacholian expression. Means drinking yourself to death.
Found a corpse recently. He had a Tequila Sunset moment.
And what about you? Keeping the name?
Hell yeah, Tequila Sunset all the way? No. I'm good with Harry Dubas these days. Harry's my name. I don't need any others. I prefer just going by my initial. It's more conspiratorial that way. Call me HBD. Nah. This is a new model for me. It will need a new name. Who am I kidding? I'm probably going to drink myself to death. Whatever name I choose now. Harry's my name. I don't need any others.
Well then, Harry.
She smiled and turned towards the sunlit sea. This is a nice conversation we're having.
The remains of the dying sun are reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in. Not just the glass skyscrapers, fragile looking in the shimmering air. River Esperance flowing into the bay.
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset, when the water is warmer.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements and war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over everything else, shaking you out of your reverie. The sun does little for the dead, and those hopelessly lost in their own minds.
Right now, I wouldn't mind the sun to be a little less generous where I am, because it's hot. But I get your sentiment.
Or people living in desert climates with sparse vegetation and little drinking water.
Is that what you named your boat, the Sun?
Oh, that was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition.
We don't need to bring like, oh, people in the desert really don't like this. Nah, the sun boat is a lot better.
And a bit of conceptual unity too, it being yellow and all.
Okay, I mean, as a later stuff, I guess it's fine. I'm not sure desert people are happy with too much sunlight.
Now you're just nitpicking. But I concede. Maybe desert people sometimes disagree.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes. I just enjoying the view.
The salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls and the skewers. Grit of the sand and the green glint of broken bottles. But still your gaze always returns to the dazzling streaks of light, wherever they may be reflected, their fading opulence.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be?
I mean, let's see. The sun isn't exactly an organization. There's an explanation to this, and it's political. You see, begin a long, impassionate political terrain now. Well, something's gotta be on our side. Because it's not humans. Humans betrayed you. That's a good line. It's a cool line. I don't know if it's good for a thing. A little cynical. Yeah, because it's not human.
Do they? Some of them do, but... Sounds to me like you should choose your allies better. That's all.
I'm staying with Kim. He's a paragon of good.
True, you ought not love ruins and hell, and the fading scent of apricots. Maybe some general remarks before you say something big. Work your way up to the cool.
Oh, thank God I had good conceptualization. You have fish hooks in the ears.
These aren't real fish hooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fish hooks. A drunk called Rosemary brought them to me. I kept them.
Well, they're pretty cool.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift you can buy from a flower shop or a kiosk.
Hey, that doesn't take away the fact that they're a pretty cool design.
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the setting sun.
There's an interesting lit in your voice.
Thank you. I'm half Ubi. My mother was from Ubi Sunt. Not a lot of sun there, I hear. Though I've never been.
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the setting sun.
Don't you want to go visit La Delta?
It's enough that my fish goes there. 50 real a piece they ask for spring cod.
Out on the terrace of La Fruit de Fond, a hip business lunch spot in downtown La Delta, glasses clink over a spread of oysters. Someone can't decide what to eat. Someone recommends a ceviche. Someone shields her eyes, trying to see across the bay.
Man, Oh, okay. Artful background. Time to think. Your lost love. 92. That's a pretty good one. It would be, but I've been fucked before. All right. So, no, I'm not. Oh, should I ask about this? That's such a weird thing to say. Whatever. So, who do you think killed the hangman?
Good one. I'm gonna go with the rope.
She thinks it was a riddle. She must not even know of that business. Better that way.
Oh, we lose something. Oh, man. Whatever. Say something about the sun.
Here we go.
Hell yeah.
2 different approaches to cap this off with style.
Stares into the sun. Yeah, a massive thermonuclear reaction. 5 billion years old. The sun is a god. No. The only fault with the sun is it shines on us as well as our enemies. Oh, that is a good line. That's a good line. Yeah, I'm going with that.
That it does. But then, we are also enemies to our enemies, hey? And so she shines on us. The cops and the commies, the killers and the saints. You know, the wind's gonna pick up soon, and I have to go, but...
She takes her sword out of the scabbard. The blade reflects the sunlight, a dark orange.
Have this. The sun's good, but it doesn't stick things. I've no use for it anymore.
She just gave me the sword. Standard 150mm sable. Damn. Thank you, son, for coming out at like 12 at night, just so we can just so you can have this conversation. Are you sure you don't need the sword? Looks at it. What about the The man and the drunken and whatever.
No. Men around here are too drunk to pose a threat to me.
The lieutenant looks at the sword with distrust in his eyes. Do not bring it into a gunfight, he thinks. Please understand, it's merely ceremonial.
Yeah, Kim. I'm not gonna fucking do it. I mean, I wish there was a less violent situation we could actually use the sword. Maybe there is. I don't fucking know. I know they added a lot of stuff. Think we can do this again sometime?
Doubt it. But thank you for the company.
This is as far as it goes with her. You'd need to put a year between you and your last drink for anything more.
Hey, I'll be counting the days. I'm sticking to it. Thank you for coming on this walk with me.
Farewell.
She nods to you and turns to go. That was nice. Well, how about that, Kim? See how I pull bitches? Just kidding. She's not a bitch. That's a horrible way to call a woman. We just went for a walk. Well, not really. We didn't really walk as much as like everyone. You know, a walk imply we're gonna walk next to each other while we talk. We just kind of stand there. We kind of walk to the point of meeting. Which I guess is fine. Alright. I'm really delaying this fucking corpse, huh? It's not my fault. It's been there for more than a week. I'm sure it doesn't mind that much. Alright. Do I have another drink for another story of my little guy? Oh, we got a Commodore Reed. Hey, they're still here. You know what? Fuck it. Let's hear another story. Do you have 9 comments?
Time cool, Abigail.
No, walk away. How about you?
The legend. He's back.
No. Alright. Nice light you have.
Tequila sunset.
He nods in appreciation. I brought you some booze. Will you tell me about your name now?
Of course. Drink first, story later.
Here, I got this potent Pilsner. Give it.
Not much, but it will do.
He grabs the bottle from the hand and uncorks it immediately.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
One of the other bums interject.
Don't call Abigail. Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know.
Yeah, just a drunk.
I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff.
Okay.
I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Wait, how many people did you have working for you? Did the jogging help? Wait, how many people did you have working for you?
22 full-time employees.
That's
An
not
all-star team,
little.
A potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
I could probably use a good run myself. That's all that I'm doing. Talking with people and running. Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
He says thoughtfully, brushing dust off his shirt-stained pants. What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
He shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are clouded. His dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
Not for much longer. My eyes are gonna recuperate all that damage.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet are we talking about exactly?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard.
There's a trace of derision on his voice.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
Haha, I would have landed on my feet. I got a feline reflex. No, I don't.
No, you don't.
Whatever. The point is, reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up.
I mean, it wasn't that dramatic of a situation. Come on.
So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
You gotta be shitting me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
Okay, so what happened next?
I rang my neighbors' buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
He pauses, meaningfully.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced
Suffering from
a moment of
success.
clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in.
Okay, why did you have your locks changed that day? And why didn't you get the key of it like beforehand, you know?
Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with
I mean, this is like a very stupid set of events unfolding.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
He takes a long swing of his drink. Do you realize all this is your own fault?
I don't remember you being such a dick before, Tequila.
He takes a slow, despondent sip from his bottle, then looks across the bay towards the skyscraper of La Delta. Well, I used to be fucking drunk up my ass before, not anymore, so yeah. I'm a different person, buddy. Get used to it.
That doesn't mean you're wrong, bro. Anyway, that was all the tale one bottle gets you.
He turns his
Almost
eyes to
empty, this one.
He turns his eyes to the bottle. Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit?
Nah, probably. You would have probably just stumbled your thumb and it would have like snowball into, I don't know, blowing up your city or something. I don't fucking know.
I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
That mean the jacket that was in the fence that I got cleaned up? What was the name of your agency?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room.
That's a funny name.
Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
He looks towards the bay. The fuck is a poetic language? What are you talking about?
Sounds intriguing. What say you, art cop?
Oh yeah, I'm an art cop. I guess I should be emotional about it, you know?
If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
The females isn't your to objectify, not in art nor anyone else. That's my all feminist. Mixing oil panties and breasts to make ads isn't high art. It's just cynical wankery. That's so high concept, I have no idea what it means. Man mixing high and low, commodifying culture. That's extremely my shit. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
I know. It was fucking awesome. Too bad I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away.
You know, idiot doom spiral, that's a fitting. What's up with the tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material.
The man extends his arm. Hold on. I have one of those, I think. Touch it?
Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
He takes another sip.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it.
Impossible. Your total is 9, you need 18 for it. God damn, you have to have a fucking... You have need to invest in motorics to be able to even get close to maybe reaching it. Damn.
Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Would have been better for my perception to actually not to have failed here so I can not smell it, but whatever.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime.
You could wash yourself too. What about the other drunks?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, tequila! You want to buy some speed?
No.
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Not anymore.
Don't call Abigail.
I won't.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
Fair enough. What's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less.
Lycra trademark. Why do you keep pulling the trademark? Is that an in-universe thing, or is like it's actually trademarked somehow? So weird.
Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
You mean this jacket that I discovered on the boardwalk and had cleaned up in a whim? The man examined the jacket for a moment. A look of consternation on his eye and his brow.
Nah, this isn't it. Found? That's medium concept stuff. Totally not my style.
So you're saying there's another lost jacket out there somewhere?
It's a big world out there, Tequila. Lot of lost jackets in it. Don't know why you'd think this could possibly be mine.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket someday.
Alright, secret task complete, sure. This was stolen, though.
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
The lieutenant shrugs, and I got 10 experience to it. I mean, that's like literally just one conceptualization talk, but you know. Do you got more stories?
I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift.
He spun the bottle in his hand. Not a single drop of liquid remained. I got some sweet Commodore Red. Give it.
Classy.
He snatches the bottle and pushes the cork through the bottle neck.
The tale I'm about to tell you is an urban legend particular to Martinez. That said, I first heard it from a former bicycle courier in Koran. There are many variations on the basic story, and the details often conflict. What everyone agrees on is that nobody knows the exact nature or identity of the phenomenon.
Is this gonna be a cryptic?
Are you telling the story of the headless?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Summer of 44. 17-year-old Gertrude Het is walking home from a late shift at the harbor. It's almost midnight. She stops for a cigarette near the canal.
The streets are warmed by a southerly breeze. The lights of a passing motor carriage bloom and fade in the distance. In the harbor's dark, her cigarette is a beacon, dancing alone. The image comes to you effortlessly, as though you'd walked the same streets yourself 1,000 times.
I mean, I might have. In another life.
Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet the canal provides.
He looks up to the skies as if searching for peace himself.
What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see?
The giant of Kokunur?
What? No, I told you this is a Martinez legend. It's a man.
The pause is long and dramatic.
Letting it set. I get it. Very dramatic.
With no head on his shoulders. Wearing a found tracksuit. Searching for the legendary found cap that went missing. When he lost his head.
Whoa. That sounds pretty impossible to me. That sounds poopy.
Yes. According to legend, young Gertrude Het had to endure years of psychotherapy before she was able to look at a horse or tracksuit again. And she's one of the lucky ones.
He takes a sip from his bottle.
Gertrude Het may have been the first to witness the headless found rider, but she wasn't the last. Oh no.
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists. Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
Hey, yeah, come on. Cut that crap, dude.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
Oh, you know about this, Kim?
What? You know it.
I've read the case file. But please, go on.
We want to hear your story of the version. Your version of the story.
Right. Early autumn of 46. Ula DuPont and Eva Delgado are fishing near the waterlock long after the sun has set. The wind picks up. A sky already dark now blackens. Water starts falling from above. The first cold rain of the season.
Two women stand on a small outcropping of rocks. One of them is wearing a purple raincoat. Thin lines reach out from the rods into the sea. Small droplets start appearing on the surface with increasing frequency.
The women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. Eva gathers the rods whilst Ula turns around to reach for the tackle box.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
As an Empire, like you're watching a horror movie. Don't turn around.
When she sees something. Her shriek is so violent that the residents of the nearby apartment building believe lightning has struck. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy downpour and the silhouette of the headless Falm Rider looming on the horizon. Ula makes a run for the shore, but Eva slips on a wet rock and disappears into the cold, cold canal with nary a sound. Her body is never recovered.
He looks at you with straight in the eyes. What did the guest file say? Asked Kim.
Naturally, Ula de Ponte became the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. De Ponte maintained that it was the so-called headless fallen rider and that she ran, fearing for her life.
He adjusts his glasses.
During the investigation, it became apparent that there was a love triangle, the third party being some small-time businessman. I don't remember the exact details. The leading theory was that an argument broke out on the jetty and De Ponte pushed Delgado into the canal, then cooked up this stupid cover story.
Was she arrested?
No. She committed suicide before she could be taken into custody. They found her in the bathroom with a rifle, her face slowly peeling off the ceiling.
Ugh.
Not a pretty scene.
I imagine.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Oh well. Here's to another case closed.
He doesn't seem too upset that I just asked Kim about the whole thing. It takes a hearty swing from this bottle.
Anyway, that's the story of the headless Falm Rider. Pretty crazy, huh?
Who was the headless rider before he died?
Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. No one knows for sure. There are a couple of possibilities, though.
Laying it out on me. I'm a cop. I'm a good detective. Maybe I can put these possibilities to rest.
Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious gang he had infiltrated. Now he rides, searching for his lost-found cap, plotting revenge.
Oh no, I do have his cap. What if he goes for me?
O headless brother, where art thou?
Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's backyard, and got decapitated by an exceptionally taut clothesline. Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was so violent that his head came clean off.
I mean, that sounds possible, I guess.
Coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse mounted it, where it remains to this day. But then, no one really knows.
Forget about it, what I say.
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
I got to agree, your theory sounds the most plausible.
Isn't it? All the pieces fit together perfectly. That's how I know it's right.
I mean, of all the possibilities, that sounds like a little more possible than a 0.000, you know?
Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
I already seen some weird shit in this case. A headless jockey in a tracksuit fits right in.
Hard to argue with that, I suppose.
That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle on it, then blam! It throws some wild shit at you. That's why it's critical to stay well hydrated.
Well, alcohol doesn't really, you know, whatever. That's nothing. I got even crazier stories.
Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that.
What about the cool do mamadaqua? It's a magical self-replicating sound.
I have to admit, that's pretty high concept. Still not as awesome as a headless rider in a found track.
I got crazy
Yeah?
stories.
Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila?
Okay, you're gonna
There's
say
no
that every
way
time.
You know a better one than that.
The gnome of Jeroma dissolved his victims with acid.
Acid gnomes? Sounds like a stupid, low-concept band name. Yeah?
Okay, how about the giant
Why don't you
of
go eat shit,
Coconut
Tequila?
is as
There's
big as a
no way you
mountain?
Giants? That the best you got? Give me a break, Tequila. Yeah?
There's
Why
the
don't you go
kind
eat
green
shit,
ape
Tequila?
is very
There's
kind
no way you
and
know
green.
Do you always try to pick the lamest option possible? Come on, Tequila.
Oh, you are hard to please, my friend. Okay, whatever become of the headless farm rider? Conclude the story, I guess.
No one knows. Some say he stalks Martinez to this day, and can be seen near the canal when the clock strikes midnight.
He makes he makes a spooky gesture with his free hand.
He won't, though, because it's just a stupid legend.
Aye, I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
Right. Very reliable source. Well, I don't think I have more alcohol, so be seeing you, man.
Okay, let's step aside for a second. I have something I want to talk about.
Yes? What's the deal?
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style? What about it?
I'm glad you finally started dressing a little more like an officer of the RCM. Keep it up.
Oh.
Your half-brother is proud to stand beside you.
Regular cup, regular clothes.
The lieutenant regards you for a moment, unsure whether you're making a joke or not, and if so, whether he should acknowledge it.
Right, detective. You are one regular cop. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Okay, not. You're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
A warm smile.
Oh, my Kim.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
Alright, well, I mean, the RCM stuff has some good stats. I don't know. If I thought he was gonna actually reprehend me from having artsy stuff. Okay, well, we just have one last thing to check. This one. Hold on. Ahead, decades of all concrete and defenses. Children play on them now.
The headless Fallon rider. He could appear at any minute.
That's true. I have his farm shit.
Please tell me we are not here to look for a headless man in a tracksuit riding a horse. Because there's no such thing.
No, I was actually gonna check the trap, which is also something that you don't really want to do, but you know.
Don't listen to the lieutenant. He doesn't know anything.
How would you know?
No one's actually seen the headless phone rider because he doesn't exist. He's an urban legend. A legend, meaning a story that's not real.
Well, just wait and see.
There's nothing to wait for. We should get some rest. It's been a long day.
I'm just gonna wait for a few minutes, just in case.
Yes, stay. What's a few more minutes going to hurt?
There, we waited. Nothing happened. Happy now?
It has made me unspeakably unhappy. There's nothing here. You lied to me!
Your ears hum from the silence inside your mind.
This has made me unspeakably unhappy.
I know myths and legends are enticing, but in the end they're just stories for children, to teach them lessons or to frighten them.
He gestures towards the waves.
Let's go. It's very late. We should be resting already. Tomorrow will be another tough day.
Trust me, we still haven't even started this day. Well, we have, but you know, there's still a good stretch ahead. Sick this thing. This is why I actually came for here.
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially
Again, for anyone who
obscured
hasn't checked
by
the
the
last
reeds.
episode, you should, because it was a good one. We are helping the locusts for trying to catch a cryptid, because we're helping Morel, who is like Lennis. Actually, it's very long and complicated. Just watch them episodes. All right, look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the water. Some tufts have been crushed. Broken stalks, sickly pale against the darkness. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Well, reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Look closer.
No locusts. No phasmid either. But still.
No, let's not yet. Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little
Always a
untidy,
skeptic.
messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
I do get the feeling that someone or something May have messed with the trap.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
But what if it was the Phasmid? What if he ate them and got out?
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We are not cryptozoologists. We are cops.
Yeah, I'm an hour cop too. This is very depressing.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
We should pick the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment.
You can hear she's shuffling through some papers.
Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build, looks like his slip fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an all-leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Majones.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue.
Alright,
That's all
cool
for
for
now.
me.
Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I don't think they're gonna be open now. I think they said there was gonna be like between like 10 or 12 or something to like 5 or something like that. It's way too late. Unless there's a night library at the 1 a.m. I'm done for the radio for now.
57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Alright, close the door. Alright, well. Final thing for the day. Oh, I don't think they're gonna be here. Huh? They're gonna be probably super sleepy. I thought the game was almost about to crash. By the way, that was a long loading screen. Alright, anything to say to guard?
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing in that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
No need to glow though.
Another thing.
Alright.
Right. Yes.
Goodbye. Alright. Well, let's check that body for real. Sorry about that. I thought maybe he was gonna be like, you know, maybe he was there. Alright, can we finally check this stupid body?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Alright, now,
Emitting it is all
unless,
it does now.
for some reason, we get a double one twice, we should be able to pass this. We got Cunify, non-vomiteur, shits, we have 5 endurance, +6 from shit compressed, 1 Cunify non-vomiter. You waited long enough, already smelled dead recently. I guess that's from the guy that we found on the boardwalk. Does that give you a plus? Interesting. Let's go on your nose without throwing up.
As you breathe
Finally.
in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons.
Weird way to put it.
The spell has no effect. You stand eye to eye with it, the odor washing through you.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
More than 7 days. Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Let's inspect the boots.
The material
They're the only
appears
piece
to be
of his
ceramic.
body.
Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
We already know. We got the big piece of armor from the chest. These aren't just boots, are they? This is the armor he was stripped it off.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fairweather. Fairweather model T500 VE.
That's still
I'm
such a
guessing that's
power armor
vitreous
name.
enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Where the rest of this where are the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Kuno? I could ask him. I already has the chest, which it was his own thing. But still we miss a couple of pieces, so that's fine.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation of the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Yeah.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real?
Not too much, yes.
Sounds puny. No wonder I can pay my... Nah, it's enough, I guess.
The lieutenant nods, wiping his finger on his sleeve.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware? Well, he was financed by the Wild Pines.
He worked for Cornell, like Joyce told us. This is military equipment, provided by a wealthy security contractor, with state ties, way above what we have.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Yeah.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony, perhaps.
Like ebony. Ooh, then this is very good quality. Now it's not something I get. What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your fingers over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Points to it, like that there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
He tips the drying ball point of his pen and on his thumb.
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
Lie. I mean, kinda want to. Nah, fuck it. No, just be honest. I'm not gonna steal the boots, if that's what this is about. E50 100,000.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Cool. Pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Better not even try.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
Back off and look at the corpse.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Let's inspect the belt.
The
A lot from a
hangman's
boot.
knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
So yeah, this is the type of thing that they will probably use on the docks. So again, not that we have any doubts who even hanged the guy, but good to know.
This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt. Big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain told me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
So we're assuming the dog workers from the harbor did it.
Yes, the debrief we got from the Wild Pines representative appears to be solid too. A lynching is what this looks like.
They sure want him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they even got him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle, trying to tie in the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? We know that they brought it like in a car or something. For the soul. No, hold on. Did they do that? No, they did not do that. We only knew. I mean, there were a lot of people. Whatever. I guess I still have to ask. Did they climb using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
He makes a pulling motion.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Alright, my brain tells me it agrees.
Limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Oh, come on. Is this a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
Alright, hold on. Let's add a little point to ourselves, just because we're getting there. Only 5 to speed the corpse. You know what, let's get the extra endurance points, just to be really high on that. I feel that since we're gonna be looking at the body, having a strong body and health, my health. Well, okay, I'm missing something here.
So am I.
Sudden ringing filled the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Cool. What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm aware what a camera is.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens need adjusting. Then...
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
This is a cool piece of art. Oh, this game's so stylish.
In case we need it.
The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man tattooed chest. Cool machine?
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
He slides the camera close and tucks it away in his belt. What do we need the photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. This was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Now, if you could find someone to decipher it.
Can I have it? I shall look at it later, without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the eyes.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. These eyes used to be blue, baby blue. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
I don't think I have said enough. The very detailed description of every single object, to not only the object itself, describing it, also what is like almost in a cosmic level, what it means in a political level, what it means in every single conceivable way, and my interpretation, my personalized interpretation of it. It's just every single thing is so graphic.
Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
My empathy tells me that this man enjoyed the moment of his death.
Why do you think so?
Supernatural reason.
There are no supernatural reasons.
The lieutenant say, marking something in his notebook.
I am less skeptic about this hunch, he thinks, than I was of the supernatural premonitions that overtook you at the trash container. He then covers his nose again.
Well, trust me. His eyes, they used to be blue.
Good. The victim is of Occidental descent. Light brown hair, blue eyes.
When he says Occidental, he means white. Originally from the Occidental subcontinent on Muindi.
Iceland Empire, medium, 11. Tell me, who are you, dead man?
I'm gone.
You sound like me. What have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
This is my brain talking to me, huh? It's okay. This kind of like almost astral projection that I'm making could be useful. Where is the pale yonder?
In the past, way out in the west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you. You're a dead corpse.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Coppo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I am talking to you, and you're dead.
It's the power of your...
Black, frothy liquid start bubbling on his lips.
Imagination.
Oh, imagination.
Yeah, don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Okay.
He loves those.
What do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yes, give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney is not who I am. I am Harry.
No, you're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker.
Hey, fuck you, buddy. I decide who I want to be. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Provocopo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
Huh?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
That's a good question. I think my answer. I don't think I have anything else to do. This case is all I have, because you told me to, not store skin. Maybe this will lead to something undescribable, unforeseen, miraculously. I mean, because I got dragged along and I wanted to fix my thing, but it turns out I'm really good at it, and I don't want to change myself. I want to prove that by doing this case right, I can be a better version of myself. You know what I go? I guess he told me to, not store Kim.
You're a lying sack of shit, Coppo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring. No. What were you feeling pleasure when you die?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
First, you have to speak like that. What dialect is that anyway?
It's a mishmash, Copabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak like.
I'm not even sure what Messina is. Did we get a description in my brain about it?
Well, I'm not from Messina, am I? My hair is too light a shade of brown. Trust your inner racist.
What are you, racist now too? I'm not racist.
You think I am. You think I was a racist because this lump looks military and has tattoos. That's called profiling.
Okay, maybe I am racist to not race particularly, but maybe a brand of jobs or something, you know? Fair enough. So you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
No.
Captain Coppadromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
He didn't choke himself. You know it.
That's enough, Brain.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Weird. So weird. I mean, I don't think that was super helpful. I do get an insight of my brain. Like some very deep hints. Squint and take a look back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Well, you gotta tell me, visual calculus. Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose, The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink. Thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Cool. Relax your
The
eyes.
monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Disgusting.
So, what do you think?
Well, I think he's dead. I think he was upright after that. His hand, feet. I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently. His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
The world no longer stored his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago.
That sounds about right, yes.
The notes an agreement with his advanced piece of conceptualization. Having mulled over, the lieutenant said, okay. I think he was upright after that. His hand, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports her hanging.
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a bit more pronounced.
For some reason, my brain would like the pink to be more pronounced, especially in the neck.
Maybe it looks faint to you? It could be more pronounced, actually. Dumont noté.
Could it still be he was moved after that?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
So my brain thinks that, again, if the reason of dying was the hanging, he should have more pink around the neck, which is fair. Cover your nose. Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Goddamn right, turns around in jail. We got. I don't understand this question. He had food in his stomach, and he's like, fucking rotting. Like, what are we talking about? Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before. He was lucky, whatever.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
Yeah. He's spitting out. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Back off and catch your breath.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So, how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
Really? Like, I mean, I think we were pretty well. He stopped the thing. I mean, I think we've been through. Do you have a plan to getting him down?
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Yeah, he's too high.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Can someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean, someone who's below detective?
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective.
No.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Fine. We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
I mean, why not? Well, okay, seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do. No, I'm not gonna say that. Maybe we can ask help from the harbor.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda.
Yeah, wait, let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Point to it. There. The buckle hold the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Fuck you, Kuno. See, I will rock that shit.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Oh, come on. You're not that bad of a shot, right?
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Gonna shoot our guns at 2 a.m.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world.
That's not the same I have.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does it, partner.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the
Oh,
walls
come on,
of the
Kim. You can
surrounding
shoot better
tenements.
than that.
A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
It's okay.
a lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's test was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight.
It's also super late at night, so...
He feels bad about it. About his eyes, mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Okay.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
What an asshole for kids. Okay, we're not gonna console him. We're not gonna berate him. Let me shoot. What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
Can I have your gun? I should try, but I don't want to use mine.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrug, and proceed to load the pistolet.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just
Why
don't
I'm not
use-
using my gun? Don't I have bullets? I'm pretty sure I collect one.
I only have one gun!
No, I don't. I have 2 guns.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Okay, I don't know why even the bother to mention that I have that I have my gun and I just don't want to use it. Why? That's so weird. That feels like something they should consider, you know? Like, I just use mine. It didn't even give me a reason for it.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Jesus, Kuno has been so fucking annoying.
This isn't mere boundary pushing. There is a true suicidal rage in the kid as she's provoking you.
Oh man, can I even do this? Close your left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle.
Oh, I wish I had put some clothes that increase my hand-eye coordination. I think I have at least one piece of clothing. God damn it.
The slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically. As you wait, your breathing slows down. Some mosquito-like organism buzzes in your peripheral.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Alright. I have 2 points. Oh no. I really want to shoot this guy down. Fuck it. We're doing it. 58. Please. Oh, green. Hell yeah. Get down.
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir.
Hell yeah.
With your hand numb from the recoil,
totally worth it.
You look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you?
Communism.
Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes
Hell
into
yeah.
the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
You've been police. Yeah. Let's go.
This is high.
Oh, he wants to clap. The lieutenant rests his right hand, waiting for you to slap him.
This is high, a custom invented by the aerostatic brigades during the revolution, is used to celebrate success in Revachol.
Yeah, I know what a fucking hi-fi is.
The gesture is spread across the world, despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves.
Slap it. Oh, look at that. Bam.
The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to the point.
Hell yeah. Oh, we got a thought. We gotta study ace highs. Come on.
I knew these guys were
Yeah, we're got a problem with it?
Kuno cracks with laughter. Sounds like someone strangling a seagull. It's clear he enjoys himself.
I knew they suck each other off.
I wish. What now?
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
He needs to turn away from the corpse.
Slumped on the ground like that has not improved the way the corpse smells. The fall seems to have released something deep inside it.
It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Wait, field autopsy?
Yes. The 4 phases of a murder scene. 1. Investigation of the scene. I'm satisfied with that part. The trash container, the prints, we've been thorough enough.
Hell yeah.
2. Initial examination of the victim. We were exhaustive in our efforts there. Good job.
You're welcome, Kim.
3. Field autopsy. This will not be pleasant or easy, and it will have to be performed on the scene.
Probably the hardest part so far, but okay.
The fuck are they on about?
Cops are gonna cut his shit up next.
4 and final, transport of the coroner's case to the district morgue. I'll do that. God, this stinks.
I mean, this is a reasonable thing to ask. Don't we have like a fucking doctor to do this kind of field? But I get it. Probably he's gonna say, oh no, the shore people, blah 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 blah. But I'm still gonna ask.
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From crime scene to autopsy to cleanup, we do it all.
Okay, yes. I feel like a detective. I'm down for the task.
Your station would not have assigned you the case otherwise. This case is important.
I mean, you would have fooled me with how I've been acting. Alright. Well, I'll give you back your gun.
I would suggest we interview Everhart and Joyce, the leader of the union and the Wild Pines rep. But we've already done that, so it's up to you, detective. Take us where we need to be.
He trusts you have plenty of things in the task chain lined up.
Yes, we have. And we're gonna wait for the next episode. Next episode, I think I can show this little thing. Maybe we should wait for the next day. Actually, we gotta ask Kuno. We gotta give the that about the thing. We gotta study Ace High. How high for our next level? Close enough. Yeah. And then, of course, we're gonna do the autopsy. So, yeah. Long episode today, but we got a lot accomplished. Finally be able to check the body, shoot the body. That was pretty cool. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you've been enjoying the content, make sure to give a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be seeing each other in the next episode of Disco Elysium. Bye-bye.